Each Sunday leading up to Veterans Day, Dakota Territory highlights a local veteran to share their story from service. This week, our Hannah Hutter tells us more about her conversation with Peggy Kirk.
I have two brothers, so my mother was rather shocked when her daughter joined.
Peggy Kirk was 24 years old when she enlisted in the United States Air Force in 1978 after leaving her teaching job in South Dakota.
At the time there were too many teachers. I think a lot of people find that hard to believe nowadays. But you actually made more money as an airman in the Air Force than as a teacher in South Dakota. So.
Kirk said one of the best parts of enlisting was the education she received through tech school and other classes. But her education status left her with extra responsibilities from her training instructor.
Because I was rather well educated, he called me his smart one. And I was to make sure everybody passed all the written exams. That was part of my responsibility.
Kirk explained how during her time in service, women were just starting to be integrated into non-traditional career fields. Her job as a ground radio in the communication squadron fell under that category.
There's no utility uniform, fatigue uniform for women. We were issued all men's clothing for our job. That came along later, and I was still in when we got a female uniform. When I got to my first duty station, I was the only female in a shop of 16 people.
After 6 years in service, Kirk left the Air Force and later worked for the Department of Defense. Now she spends her time volunteering for disabled American veterans and combat vets.
Those organizations do a lot to help fellow veterans in need. We're getting ready with combat vets to do boots on the ground in Rapid City at the VFW and outfitting veterans with winter gear and stuff. So
Kirk recommended anyone who may need assistance from the DAV to reach out to a member. Reporting for Dakota Territory News, I'm Hannah Hutter.